Let me get me something to harvest in. So this was yesterday's harvest. But I just want to come out here and show y'all. It was early in the morning. My neighbor gone already. So I ain't playing with you all. So y'all see my rat tail radishes. These are the dragon tail. They are bloom ink. Alright, so we're gonna come in here. I thought I saw one that was a little more red the other day. I said I was gonna let these get a little more you can bring my bucket a little closer. Let them get a little bit more red, but I'm gonna go and start getting some of these suckers out. If they all the way orange and don't have no green on them, I'm gonna take them on off. These are the Ahi Dulce. That's probably about the biggest I've gotten off of them. I'm gonna have to come to this other side, y'all. A lot of that I can't reach. I got peppers laying out on the ground. And I don't like stepping over those peppers because I've stepped on some and knocked them off and all of this. Look at this. This is a sin. This is going up to the heavens. Okay, now this is my eye level. This is 3 feet over my head. Child, I did not know that was gonna do that. Because if I did, which I mean, it ain't nothing I can do about it, being that tall. And then sometimes you get little ones like this. That's got some green on it. But I'm just going to come through here and get these off. One day most of these were green, and then the next day I came out here and they were all turning. And if you're wondering what I'm going to do with these, I am going to chop them. Come here to me. And freeze them. And the sun is so bright out here today, I really can't hardly see. I'm doing the best I can. I hope y'all can see. Usually when the sun is bright, it's good for the video, but it ain't good for my visuals, cause I tore that limb off. I broke that limb clean off. Look here. See? It didn't have no blooms on it. Here's one here. Doggone it, a green one didn't come off. I got to find him. Where you at? Here you are. You gonna come with me. Even when they green, you can get them. They won't be full flavored, but you can eat them. I'm trying to be careful because almost everywhere there's a pepper. It's near about 2 peppers at every node, and I'm trying to just pick the one I want. And if the other one is green, I'm trying to leave it. By the way, y'all see me picking these peppers with no pruners. I'm gonna try to show y'all how I'm able to do that. I feel like I'm snapping something. See, this is another reason why when you grow like I do, I'm gonna try to show y'all one that's on top of one that you can see good. But there is a way for you to pick these without cutting them. Broke that limb off, and it had a pepper on it. See, that's what I'm saying. When you grow, sometimes these peppers get so big, you tear half your plant up trying to get the peppers out. Sometimes I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to go to that other side, but I don't think I can get in there like that. I'm gonna have to try to. Yeah, I'm gonna have to lean this plant. But I'm gonna try to explain what I'm doing. If you lift up on that pepper, like the way the stem curves. If you lift up and go the opposite direction, a lot of time you can, see if I can show y'all. I can't show you like that. But if you go the opposite direction that the stem bends, you can get those peppers off pretty seamlessly. Oh, y'all, when you reach in here, you just hear stuff snapping. And it's not peppers. I can tell it's smaller limbs that I hear snapping. Trying to get way over here, get these two. This plant is so big, y'all. Okay. Maybe I can get out of here and not do no more damage. I saw. Let me try to step over. Step over. I saw this one that I threw. Here's another one I dropped. Here's another one I dropped. But over in here I got some too. So I'm gonna get every last one of these. I don't even know what he's talking to them. But I'm gonna try to show y'all on this pepper. I got a red one. Pitiful. So y'all see this red pepper here? Try to get in here. So I'm trying to see what y'all can see. Okay. Can y'all see that stem right there? Y'all see how it's coming out that way? I hope y'all can see that. Hope that ain't too shady. I'm gonna come underneath and go the opposite way and just pull. It'll come off. That's how you kind of want to do. Try to show you on this one. Maybe you can see it a little better. See how that stem is growing down? So I'm gonna go the opposite direction. I'm gonna go up. See how it come right off? Y'all see that stem going down? Come up under. Get out the way. See the stem's growing down, you come up under. You just go the opposite direction. I can get this one out. Sometimes they're a little belligerent, a little bit. Try to see, can I show y'all on some of these fish peppers? Actually, I had a roast con pollo that was ready over here, or at least somewhat ready. See this? See how it's growing down? Take the pepper, go up, it'll come right out. I got another one in here. See how this is growing down? Go the opposite way, go up, it'll come right out. Okay? So that's how you do. I see a red one over on this other side. Boy, this harvesting is to be some mess, y'all. You have to do all this walking when your aisle ain't clear. Like I said, the stuff grew down in my aisle. See this one? See this one here? So you see how it's growing down? Grab the pepper, go up with it, it'll come right out. I saw a red pepper up in here. Here it is. This one too is going down, so I'm gonna go up with it. So basically you just kind of bending that. Tomatoes are the same way for the most part. Sometimes you can't get tomatoes as clean as you want, but peppers generally you can get them. I don't see any ready up here yet. These are Arhidosis too. There's quite a few of them. It's not nearly as plentiful as that other plant. I got a few little fish peppers ready. I got a few Buena Mulattos that look kind of ready up in here. Take the big bird, get out the way. Y'all see those pretty peppers? I'm telling you now, if you like them hot, 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 Buena Malanta, that's the pepper for you. Look at those fish peppers. I got a couple of fish peppers over here. I'm gonna go ahead and take off. So I got those. So here's my little bucket or whatever. Tell y'all something about this Blondie okra. This Blondie okra, the burgundy I noticed did it too. I don't know. I know it's partially the bed because my other okra over there, the motherland okra, didn't do it. But y'all, this Blondie okra, I don't see any that's really necessarily ready. I'm gonna let this get a little bigger. I could eat that, but I'm gonna let it get a little bigger. It has slowed down because it done got cooler. But I noticed, let me get these peppers out of my pocket. I go in the house so much, y'all, and then we washing clothes. It be food all in my pockets just if I done harvested and forgot about it. It don't be bad or nothing because I be, go ahead and put the clothes in and wash it that day. But still, I reach in my pockets, check my pocket. Be food all in my pocket, don't even make sense. And look how fast. If y'all think stuff don't compost down in place, I ate that less than a month ago. That watermelon that was over there. I ate that less than a month ago. And that's already ain't nothing but the hull. But anyway, this stuff, when you eat it raw, it has a sugary, not the whole okra, but like when you bite into it, just it's a little sugary sweet. Like, I don't know if that's because of what I've fertilized that bed with or what. I don't know what the deal is on that. But, let me see. I'm just looking around, surveying after I did that harvest. And you see, like I said, as you pluck the ones that's smaller, they'll get bigger. So that's why, don't feel the need on your roselle to sit up and harvest every single one of these. Because honestly, like Benson's, see this here? That ain't gonna get no bigger. And I'm probably off camera because I have to use my pruners. I'm probably gonna come back and clip anything this size or bigger, clip it off. See that? And another reason you want to kind of let those get bigger, your seed pods be bigger. And you'll have more seeds in each pod. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So I try to show y'all best I can, cause ain't that pretty? Look at the roses. Blooming again. Got buds again. Need your deadhead. This time of year, if I keep on deadheading, them suckers will keep making. But if I come right here, you see down in here, I hulled the second harvest. I took all the hulls off. And then when they dry, they'll open up on their own. I don't do nothing. I just let them dry. So many people want to use something fancy or something. Just let it's still kind of warm. See all these that open have seeds in them? Now these haven't opened yet. But as they dry, they will open. And all of these that are open, I'll take time today, get all the seeds out. And once I get all the seeds out, I'll compost those little holes and let it give time for the other ones to open. So, you don't have to be in a super rush about your stuff. Let me tell y'all something. I don't really hardly ever see people growing Pippin's golden honey. This is a delicious pepper. It's not the biggest pepper in the world. It is a sweet pepper. It's not the biggest pepper, the biggest sweet pepper you will ever see or grow. But I promise you, it's probably one of the tastier. If you like them, like for instance, if you wanted a sweet pepper to cut up in your salad, that would be a good one. It's very sweet. It's very sweet, and when it's ripe, it's orange. It's a pretty color. The flesh is it's not super thick, but it is thick. You also could cook with it, so you could chop that up and saute that pepper. Or, cook with it, whatever you putting peppers in. Spaghetti, anything, whatever you're gonna put a sweet pepper in. Because I want to tell you this. Sometimes you make spaghetti. You see people putting sugar in it. I never put sugar in mine, Lord. Negroes. Because that's a Negro thing. But trust me, most people ain't putting... There's black folk putting a cup of sugar in spaghetti or sweet-ass spaghetti. Don't even get me started. I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to cut the acidity of the tomatoes, especially for people that have heartburn. That includes me. Did y'all know in Italy they don't do that? They either put a whole carrot in the tomato sauce while it's cooking, and then when it get done, they take the whole carrot out, or they dice a carrot up real fine and just leave it in there. But another way you can get around that is use peppers that are kind of overly sweet, those sugary sweet peppers, like these long sweet reds that come from the grocery store that I grew the seeds out. These things are sugary sweet. Cut you up, instead of using a regular green bell pepper, cut you up 4 or 5 of them in there. Cause well, you don't have to be 4 or 5, it could be 3 or 4. But cut you up a nice amount of them peppers in there. And a twofold. The sugars in the pepper will cut the acidity in the spaghetti, and you don't have to add sugar to your spaghetti. I've had people's spaghetti, and I can tell it immediately when they put that sugar in there. I'm sorry, I can't stand that. And this is coming from a person who has a sweet tooth like no other. I love sweet stuff. I hate sweet-ass spaghetti. You can just miss me with that. And when I see people doing it, these little YouTube cooks, ain't get me started, child. People need to be banned from even posting anything regarding the cooking. So I'm going to check my little seedlings back here. So I had a couple of little seedlings that they didn't get adequate water the first go around. So I lost some, but it's okay. You see I still, if I hold the camera straight, you see I still have a decent amount. Go check this over here to see that I have it in germination. No germination yet. Some of that is celery. Not expecting it to germinate super fast. This right here, I think something been fooling with, because it's cocked up so far to the side. All right, so everything else back here looks okay. This little stuff germinated. I don't know what it's gonna do. Some of this stuff it wasn't looking good, so I just dug it up and was like, screw it. But most of the stuff, even the elderberry, looks good, kind of. Squirrels been in there. I can see it. Come up in here. See, have anything germinated. I need to water this stuff. My pomegranates and stuff. You see the humidity domes are working. It's keeping it moist up in there. I don't see any germination on those onions yet. Those either. Which, onions don't come up. They come up pretty fast, but they don't come up in 2 seconds. Sometimes I'll tap these in so I don't have to lift them. Plus it makes the water drop back down. So nothing in there, and everything looks normal in here other than I need to water that. I will do that later. Y'all see that? Remember that Okinawa spinach I found that had bit off? You see this? Now, I'm not going to be able to leave it in here. This plant is too big for this. But I just took that thing and stuck it in the dirt. That's all I did. And these are all walking onions. So I'm going to get that out of there and plant it over yonder. And hopefully won't nothing else dig it up. Hopefully. That's what we're praying for. So, over here, I actually did harvest a couple of peas. This one's almost ready to harvest. I want it to fill out a little more. This one too. I want it to fill out a little more. But this one's ready. So that's a nice one. And if y'all can see the peas, it's more little ones than big ones. But these peas finally decided to do something. I was actually kind of shocked that they decided to come on and do something. These I'm gonna get out of here and up pot them over there in the spaces where I lost plants. So that's what I'm gonna do with that. I gave all of this stuff a really good water, deep water yesterday. It should be okay for today. I'll probably water it maybe later on this evening perhaps. I watered this over here too. I'm not watering this as much anymore because as it cools off, It ain't gonna do nothing, no, huh? Well, there's a bumblebee. Oh, look, y'all. My crocuses. My crocuses is blooming. And let me say this. Y'all see those red things? There's my saffron. Those are the pistils. There's my saffrons. I have 3 strands in there. I have 2 strands in that one. It's the first time I've ever had them to bloom. So I've had those crocuses, I think, 1.5 years. Crocuses come up in the fall, y'all. So if you buy crocus bulbs, it's honeybee. If you buy, do I smell like crocus? Honeybee trying to come after me. So if you buy crocus bulbs, I planted mine in the fall thinking it was gonna come up in the spring, and I was a lie, and I planted them kind of late in the fall, and they didn't come up immediately, and I thought they were dead, and that next fall they come up, and but when they come up, I didn't have nothing but the green pieces. And I saw these the other day. See, this here just kind of look like grass. These are the crocus. All that look like grass is in here with these peanuts. But that flower was not there yesterday because I was out here yesterday. But yeah, so I'll come get that saffron. I'm gonna come get those threads out of there, and I watered this stuff really, really good and nice. I may leave this turmeric. I may leave this alone and harvest over there. I want to get a turmeric flower. I saw somebody with a turmeric flower, and it's the prettiest thing. Now the onion that I do have left, these are from seeds that I saved personally. The onions that I do have left come out of there. These weeds, they do look pretty good. So maybe I'll get maybe 10 or 15 onions out of that. And like I said, I'm gonna keep growing them. They're gonna be sets. By the time spring come, I'll plant the sets out in the garden. And then I should get bulbed onions. Should. We will keep our fingers crossed on that. Now I had way more seeds and I had way more of them come up. But maybe these onions by seed, I'm telling you, it ain't the easiest thing in the world. You got to work on it. You got to work on it. My butterfly pea is steadily flowering, so I should have plenty of seeds. There's a pod. And I do feel seeds in there, so hopefully they'll swell and get a little bigger. This one just grew out, so I don't really feel any seeds. But here's another one. I have some of those things, leaf cutter bees, that bite your stuff and fold it over. See all these little places where they bite and fold. I think that's what do that, leaf cutter bees. I think, look at this one now. Now that don't make no sense. It's almost like them better. But I have another bloom here getting ready to open up. I'm trying to show y'all on here. I don't know if you can see it. These shadows this morning. Sometimes y'all not film in the morning. You know, I'm saying that for future reference for myself, not for nobody else. But yeah, I should. This one here, this is the most mature seed pod. So this was the first seed pod I ever got. And can y'all see it's a little thicker? And when I feel it, it feels hard with seeds. But that's from the first bloom that was ever on there. These are blush tomatoes. And I never did really get no tomatoes. And I see some blossoms coming on. I hope I get some tomatoes. Like here, I see that's going to be some bloom. But I hope I get some tomatoes because I want to taste them. Those seeds came from Natalie Williams, and she said they're very, very sweet, the blush tomatoes. If I don't get any tomatoes because I don't have any more seeds, I will either have to buy seeds, or what I'm thinking about doing is taking a cutting off those tomatoes and hoping and praying that I can, oh, it's some bloom, there's some bloom. Let me make sure y'all get some action. And then let me fold y'all up here so that you don't be scrubbing the ground. These plants are very kind of dainty. Like some tomatoes are like that, like spoon tomatoes. They're that way. They're not like they're indeterminate, but they're not super like big tomato plants. They get long, but they're still kind of small and kind of dainty like. So yeah, those blush. I hope I get some tomatoes out of that. Now that it seems like they're kind of getting a little bit more sunlight. Where we at? 25 minutes. I'm getting ready to cut y'all off. Just like these aren't blush though. I can tell by the way they look. These also look a mess. They just never really look good all season. I think they were volunteers. That branch looked a little better, but yeah, it never really looked like nothing. And they definitely never did any blooming. And these peppers are over my head too. If you grow, these are sweet tarts. If you grow these, know that these peppers get tall. That's a 5 feet tall pepper all day long, probably more. Here's a pepper here I can get off. This is sweet tart too. These are just a little smaller because they're in the shade, but actually some of these kind of look like they got a little bit of blossom end rot. I'll throw them back when I see stuff like that. But y'all, I don't really see nothing else that is really going on out here. Everything's looking pretty decent. The long sweet reds got pepper, and it's steadily blooming too. Steadily blooming. But so I'm happy about that. And this turmeric, this is one of the tallest turmerics that I have down in here. So the nutrition must be all right. I still been pulling out fake those fake strawberries. But you see my little cilantro just trying to do something. The chives kind of got it all tangled up. But a little bit of cilantro trying to do a little something. So, but until next time, see you guys later.